So hi everyone, welcome to this module. So till now we have discussed how you can create the leaflet map, and we have used only one polygon to create the map. So if you see that in our previous module, we have used only one polygon. So this is a code that we have used earlier for our analysis. So in this module we will discuss how you can add the multiple polygons, and we will see how you can control the multiple polygons using add layer control. So there will be a button to switch over if you want to compare the two geographies. If you want to compare the total number of crimes against women to the number of rape rate in any other country, in any of the district, any other state, then you can do it by using this particular tutorial. Or also you can use this comparative chart to show the comparison between the number of cases which are solved and number of cases which are not solved. So any kind of comparative chart that you want to show, just to avoid the multiple maps in your dashboard, you just want only one map, and within one map you want to switch over to multiple variables. So you can very well use this particular code and very well use this particular tutorial. So let's start the code. So we are using the earlier packages, that are deployed, Leaflet and SPSF and HTML tools. So here I have loaded India's save file and also the data frame of women employment data. So this is how we are reading, and let me run this code. And we have used this similar code earlier. Oh, I think I need to first run this library. Yeah, it's still running. And then you have to run this one, India shapefile. Then you have to also run this data df. And this is the one cleaning of the data set. So let me run this code also. Let's now develop the code. So to develop a multi-layer polygon leaflet map, you should have at least two variables. So here I am using the two variables. Let me show you what are those. So in the table function, you can give indicator, and you see we have multiple indicators here. So I am going to create two subsets. So first df, and this one will be a crime women. And I am creating this subset. I am filtering it by indicator, and within the double quote I am providing total column against women rate. So, and also I am going to filter it this for year 2022. So let's now create another variable so that you can compare both of them in a map. So this one I'm going to give the name rape rate, because we have this variable here. So I'm choosing this one and I'm replacing this one with this, and year will be same. So if I run both of the codes, and if you want to see, so this is a tabular form of the data. We have a state, year, indicator, and the value. And in indicator we have total crime against women. And again, then this one we have a rape rate, and here also we have a state, year, indicator, and the value. And so now we have the two data frames that we want to compare. Now it's time to map the shapefile with these data sets. So let's do that. So let me map here. I'm giving the name SHP after that, and I'm left joining both. So it should be India SHP, and here we should have this, and we are joining by, I think here we have the state name as state. So I'm copying from here, I'm pasting here. No, I think it was capital, so state and equal, and we have state. I think this should be fine. Yeah, it's fine. So this is, we have created the first final data set, and second final data set we should have, it should be copying from here, I'm pasting, here, and also I'm pasting here, and the common variable will be same as before. So if I run both of these codes, yeah, so this one is saved. So now we have geometry, state, year, and the values indicators, and also if you see this one, we have the same variables here. So now that we have got both the final data frames, now it's time to create the map. So let's do that. I'm just cleaning the console. So let's create a map. So here is a leaflet, and I'm adding tiles. So some of the code are repeated, so I'm just copying from the another module. This one I have add tiles here, and now it's time to add polygon. So within the add polygon, you have to first provide the data. So this is our first data, and now we can provide weight. No, before that we can provide the color. We can provide the boundary color blue, and weight of boundaries I'm providing 1. Opacity I'm providing 0.5 or 7, I think it's fine. And we can also provide one more thing, is that fill color, and in the fill color we have to provide the the color numeric code. So let's create the color numeric code. So PAL I'm writing 1 for the first polygon. So color numeric is a function of leaflet, and here let me provide the colors. So here I have provided the palette color yellow, orange, red. Here the variable name is value. So this one is the first one. Similarly, we have to also create for the second one here. So let me run this. So again, I'm copying this one, I'm replacing with this, and values column is same. So let me run both of the code, and now we have the color numeric with us. So let me copy this and the fill color, because we want to fill the polygon. So for that I have used the PL1, and again I am using values, I think. Yeah, this one is let me copy this again. Okay, so additionally we need to also have one more variable, that is here we have one, okay, this comma, that is group. So group basically is a variable on which we will add the add layer control. So you will see how it works. Let me just give the name. So I'm giving the name women crime. So it's basically total crime. So I'm not giving the full name. So it's just simply women crime rate. I think you can provide the rate. So this is fine. But on this piece of code, oh, some error is coming. I think values variable is not, this code is not able to find. So let me do one more thing. I'm just providing here. So this is coming out of this. So let me now run this code. So yeah, something is coming out. So let's decorate this map, and so we can give one more thing, is called dash array, that will be 3. One more thing is that fill opacity, that will be 1, I think. And so let's add the labels, and the labels I'm going to use paste function, and the paste function I'm using this data table, and here I'm using state, and then I'm breaking the line using PR function. It should be in, I think, double quote, and then we should have data df crime women save file, and then we should have values. Yeah, so as we have used HTML code here, we should be applying HTML to this. So for that we have used earlier apply, and now here I'm using HTML function. Now it's fine. So we should run now, and if I run this code now, Yeah, so it's going fine. If you hover any polygon, you can see Rajasthan is 105 and Haryana is 120. So similarly, I'm going to add one more polygon. Just I'm copying the whole code from here. I'm adding pipeline and then I'm adding the polygon. So for this, I am going to use the second data frame that we have created. So just I'm copying pasting here and I'm using PAL2 for the color numeric. And I think we should be copying this one here also and here and also here, and the variable will be same because the state values are the same as before. And also we have to change this. Earlier it was the women crime rate and now it's a rape rate. So this is a rape rate or rape rate. Here comes the best part of the code is add layer control, and in the add layer control, so we should base group. In the base group I have in the vector, you can copy this women crime rate. The string should be same, that is here, it should be here, and then comma. Again you can copy this group and you can paste it here, and within the option add. In the option we should have layer control option, and within that we should have collapsed equal to false. So let me run this code. I think this is the final code. We have used leaflet, then we have added the tiles, then here is our first polygon and here is a second polygon. So you can keep on adding. You're gonna have a 3 polygon, 4 polygon, 5 polygon, so it will reduce the space in the dashboard. So you can add multiple polygon here, and here I have added add control layer control. So let me run this code. Wow, so let me zoom this. Yeah, fantastic. So leaflet and this polygon is for the women crime rate, and if I click here, so it's rape rate. So basically it's adjusts its color according to the selected variable. So women crime rate, this one is a fine, and then we can compare with the rape rate. So here women crime rate, you can see the highest is in Assam, and you can see the rape rate is highest in Rajasthan.